Hi, this is Ramon Sanchez with Keller Williams Real Estate here in Southeast California area. Welcome to my video blog. Today we'll be discussing selling tenant-occupied property. But before we begin, I would like to draw your attention to two links on my blog. First, if you're looking to sell a home, click on the free home value report link. Or if you're looking to buy a home, click on the search for homes link. Now back to our topic. Today we're talking about selling a tenant-occupied property. I wrote down 4 things here I want to share with you guys. But before we get into that, I want to remind you, if you're not already getting my newsletter, please send me an email and I will gladly add you to my database. Because every month I send out this amazing newsletter with a lot of information. If you're a homeowner or if you're even looking to buy. And this month we're sending out this one, which has all the advice for today's home sellers. The do's, the don'ts. If you're planning to move up, what do you need to do? How do you prepare yourself mentally, but also physically in the property? So there's a lot of good tips on these newsletters, as you can see, the front and back. Okay. Last month, I believe I sent out, can thieves crack your code? A lot of good information. Okay. So don't forget, if you're not getting that, send me an email and I'll gladly add you to make sure you're getting all the newsletters we're sending out. So back to our topic. Here's what I wrote down. When you're going to sell a tenant-occupied property, the very first thing we want to do is you want to have communication with your tenant, especially if they've been there long term, right? You want to sit down with them. You want to go over there and let them know you're planning to sell the home. That way they understand, and prepare themselves really. They want to understand the time frame, because that's what tenants always want to know. Whenever a seller hires me and I come over, I've come to realize that right away they get nervous, they get scared now, they feel like they're getting kicked out. And so they just want to know the time frame. So you want to communicate with them how we're going to do this. A lot of the tenants are going to want a 24-hour notice whenever we're showing property. So the communication is going to be key, number one. Number 2 thing I wrote down, offer an incentive to the tenants. Especially then they've been there a long time for you. So sometimes what some of the sellers have done is they give them a discount, whether it's $300 or $500. Offer some kind of discount so that they can cooperate and work with all the realtors and the buyers, especially to show the property. The number 3 thing here I wrote down, you can sell the property subject to inspection if you have a tenant that doesn't want to cooperate. They don't have to cooperate. It would be nice. That's why you offer that incentive. But number 3 thing here, sometimes you want to offer the house subject to interior inspection. What that basically means is we'll promote the property, we'll market the property, and we'll let the buyers and the agents know that the buyers are not going to be able to get inside until they write up a serious offer, present it to the seller, we negotiate, and then we go ahead and get in there. And then final thing I wrote down here is have a tenant stay on the property. Sometimes I sold a property a month ago where the seller says, I'm not evicting anybody, I'm selling the property as is. You go ahead and find me a buyer that wants to buy it with the tenant included. And guess what? We found a buyer that bought the property with tenant in the property. So sometimes you can do that. So those are the 4 solutions there, 4 good ideas, 4 tips regarding selling your tenant-occupied property. So again, thank you so much for watching my video blog. If you have any real estate questions, please contact me again. Okay, don't forget also, all right, there's going to be hopefully another $600,000 winner somewhere in here. So if you haven't done a review for me, go ahead and do one. I'll send you a ticket. Every referral you send me automatically gets you a ticket. Thanks again, and have a great day.